Tyson Fury stops Deontay Wilder in 7 rounds. He dominated every minute of every single round, dropped Deontay Wilder, and obliterated him. That was one of the most incredible performances in a world heavyweight title fight I have ever seen in my entire life. In 30 years plus watching this sport, that performance right there is up there with the best I've ever seen. Incredible stuff from Tyson Fury. I couldn't have been more wrong if I'd tried in terms of what I expected from this fight. I thought if Tyson Fury's going to win, he's going to have to move. He's going to have to hit and hop it, like in the first fight, but just be sharper. But no, Tyson Fury was very serious about going for the knockout, about walking Deontay Wilder down, about using the Kronk style. I mean, he looked like a prime Lennox Lewis out there with that Kronk style, walking Deontay Wilder down behind that jab, educated pressure, keeping his distance correct. Whenever Wilder lunged with a right hand, he'd take a little step back, turn his head to take the sting off any punch that might just graze him. Absolutely incredible performance. His jab was tremendous. His control of distance and range was tremendous. He anticipated everything Deontay Wilder was doing. He was beating him up behind the jab. And also, I have to say the weight. I thought that the weight would be a massive issue for Tyson Fury. I thought he would lose so much speed. Well, I have to say, Tyson Fury's dad, John, he might just be a boxing genius, even more so than his brother Peter, because Tyson looked fantastic with the extra weight. Now, I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to be best for him to be that weight in every fight. There might be some fights he needs to be lighter. But in this fight right here, I thought being this heavy would be a massive detriment to Tyson Fury. Turned out to be tremendous for him. He looked very strong. He looked sharp. He looked quick. He was easily able to evade the attacks from Deontay Wilder. Just busted the guy up, hit him in the body, roughed him up on the inside, controlled everything from long range. I mean, we knew that Tyson Fury was the technically better fighter than Wilder, but he really emphasized it in this fight because it wasn't just about moving around and staying away. He showed how he was technically better on the front foot than Wilder as well. Where did this come from Tyson Fury? I'm virtually speechless. Where did this come from? Because I've never seen this type of style from Fury before, these type of abilities. Yeah, you can go and train at the Kronk and try and learn their style, but whether you're going to be able to implement it effectively against somebody like Deontay Wilder is another thing. So I'm absolutely speechless and shocked at what Tyson Fury has done here. Did not expect this at all. I thought if Tyson Fury is going to win, he's going to do it on the back foot. There is no way in hell he's going to be able to come forward, pressure Wilder. I don't care how educated his jab is. Pressure Wilder, win every round. I mean, he got grazed a couple times by Wilder's right hand, but he never caught anything seriously devastating. Unbelievable. Absolutely shocking. Tyson Fury has just gone up in my estimation. I mean, I already rated him up to a certain level, but now he's gone way, way, way above where I thought he was with that performance. That, to me, was more impressive than the Vladimir Klitschko performance. Because against Klitschko, yeah, he moved around. It was a difficult fight going to Germany, all that kind of stuff. But in this fight right here, he didn't fiddle his way through the fight. He went there to take the title from the champion, Deontay Wilder. Absolutely incredible performance. The best heavyweight title performance I can remember seeing in a very, very long time. I definitely have to go back to the 90s, the 80s, etc. to remember a more impressive performance than that in a world heavyweight title fight. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, you could say something like Corey Sanders when he fought Vladimir Klitschko was a very impressive performance, the way he blew him out. But, you know, this is right up there with the best. Honestly, I'm virtually speechless at what I've just seen from Tyson Fury. You know, in the build up to this fight, there was people in my Facebook boxing group who were saying that this matchup right here is basically Deontay Wilder versus boxing. And what that meant was Fury needs to win this fight because he represents boxing. Wilder represents PBC, who are trying to drag boxing down, truth be told. So that's how certain people in my group saw it. They saw it as Tyson Fury needs to win this fight for the good of boxing. And he went out there and boy, did he represent. I mean, not only was this one of the greatest performances in a world heavyweight title fight that I've ever seen in my life, but if you're talking about performances by British heavyweights or British fighters, period, in America, I mean, it's right up there with Lloyd Hunnigan beating Donald Curry. Incredible stuff from Tyson Fury. Absolutely incredible. Now, what's going to happen here with the rematch clause? Will Deontay Wilder want any more smoke after that? I seriously doubt it. Deontay Wilder, his ego had grown so big. He needed something like this to happen to him, okay? Because his ego and the kind of rubbish that was coming out of his mouth was getting out of control. So if there was any heavyweight in the whole division who needed a loss, it was Deontay Wilder. But because he was so deluded about his self-image and all this kind of stuff, I suspect a defeat is going to hit him harder than it would have hit somebody like an AJ, for example, because AJ had been contemplating defeat even before he lost. When you've been contemplating it, when you understand your own mortality, you can come back. But when you're somebody who truly believes that there's no way I'm going to lose this fight, absolutely impossible, I'm the best in the division and the most ferocious, he just got so carried away with his own hype and the people blowing smoke up his backside. Typically, fighters like that take defeat extremely badly. I mean, an example of it would be Prince Nassim Hamed. I mean, he, in many interviews when he was fighting, said that God will never allow him to lose. When he lost to Marco Antonio Barrera, it shattered his view of himself. You understand? And even though he had one more fight after that, he was pretty much done. Just his first and only defeat, he was done. It shattered him psychologically. He really believed that God himself, God Almighty, wouldn't allow him to lose. Well, imagine what a test of faith it was when he did lose. So we'll have to see whether Deontay Wilder can bounce back from this. Look, there's no shame in losing to Tyson Fury, who boxed a fantastic fight and who's already one of the best heavyweights in the world. No shame in that at all. But again, it's all down to Deontay Wilder getting over his, or Deontay Wilder having to reassess who he is as a fighter and how good he is. Because he got beaten from pillar to post in the fight. It wasn't even competitive. Tyson Fury just battered this guy all around the ring. He didn't manage to drop Fury in this fight, hurt him at all, nothing. Tyson Fury dominated every minute of every round. How does Deontay Wilder get over that? How does he come back from that? Who knows? But that really was an incredible performance. And we'll see if Wilder can come back. We'll see if he exercises the rematch clause. I suspect that in his heart of hearts, Deontay Wilder will not want the immediate rematch. There may be some pressure from Al Heyman, PBC, to exercise that immediate rematch clause, because Al Heyman doesn't want to let go of the World Heavyweight Championship. Deontay Wilder has held that belt hostage for a long time, 5 years. Al Heyman don't want to let that go. Fox don't want to let that go. I suspect there might be some serious pressure on Deontay Wilder to run it back. Hopefully there isn't. Hopefully there isn't the immediate rematch and we can have the undisputed fight once and for all. Let's get Tyson Fury in the ring with Anthony Joshua and find out who the best is. May the best man win. This is the greatest time for British heavyweight boxing in the entire history of the sport. Because you've got all of the heavyweight belts in Britain with two fighters. Of course, Lennox Lewis was undisputed world heavyweight champion, but never before in the history of British boxing have we had two fighters who were at the top of the division. Lewis was just the one British fighter at the top. Never have we had two simultaneously. So The health of British heavyweight boxing is stronger right now than it's ever been in history. And as I say, Tyson Fury delivered by far the most impressive performance of a British fighter in a world heavyweight title fight, maybe in history. I mean, Bob Fitzsimmons, when he won the world title back in 1897, Lennox Lewis obviously beat Evander Holyfield overseas. He beat Oliver McCall overseas in the rematch. But can you say those were more impressive performances than this? Lewis beat a great fighter in Holyfield, more proven than Deontay Wilder, surely. But the manner in which Tyson Fury did it was just breathtaking. Absolutely incredible. No praises are high enough for Tyson Fury with that performance, because it was such a bold thing to do. You know, to go out there and just take it to Wilder behind the jab, beat him up and stop him, do exactly what he said. It's such a bold thing to do. Incredible stuff. I am absolutely shocked. So no praises high enough for Tyson Fury. Fantastic. The Gypsy King. Let's get the undisputed fight on. Hopefully no rematch clause or anything like that. Undisputed fight. And if Tyson Fury can go out there and beat Anthony Joshua, and I'm sure at this point he'll be a big favorite over Joshua. If the fight gets made anytime soon, Fury's going to be a big favorite. If he can go out there and beat AJ, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is very, very close to having a Hall of Fame resume. Very, very close. Because he's beaten Klitschko, fantastic win. He's just destroyed Deontay Wilder. If he beats AJ, I mean, you could say he's got a Hall of Fame resume already. Yeah? And some people are going to argue about how good are these fighters really, AJ and Wilder. Time will tell. But the way it looks right now, that's Hall of Fame resume stuff. If he's able to go out there, beat AJ, I mean, incredible. So let's see what happens here in the heavyweight division. Speechless, people. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Of course, there are the Fury faithful saying Fury was going to do it. They're always going to have faith regardless, right? They were saying that Fury would easily outbox Wilder in the first fight, wouldn't get tagged with a right hand. So they're going to have faith regardless. But for people like me who really didn't have a horse in the race in this fight, I was a neutral going into this fight. I didn't desperately, support Fury or desperately support Wilder going in. It was an intriguing matchup. And just from a tactical point of view, from a physical, athletic point of view, I was shocked. I talk about certain performances not necessarily shocking me. This shocked me. This was the most shocked I've been from a world heavyweight title performance since I don't know when. Because Fury fought in a way which I thought would guarantee he gets knocked out. But instead, he guaranteed he would knock out Wilder, and he delivered. There was no mind games from Fury. He was absolutely serious about the Kronk style and all that business. Unbelievable. Yeah, I will be making more videos about this, people, but now I'm going to get to sleep. Well, now I'm going to try and get to sleep, because I don't know if I can after what I just witnessed. That was just such an incredible performance. Unreal. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm out.